Eichenberg slides over. He has played some center. These guys do cross-train, but concerned they'd love to get Williams back in there quickly. Waddle, by the way, is back in the game. Set to the right. This is Mostert. Makes a cut. Raheem Mostert flashes the speed and bangs down. It's a 1st and goal inside the 10. 15-yard chunk.
Watch the right side of this offensive line just cave that left side in beautiful zone. You got to press the line of scrimmage and then follow the cutback off the backside of that offensive line.
I mean, really, you saw right here. Watch 73 right tackle Austin Jackson just signed a contract extension. One of the best stories. You think Tua is a great story? Austin Jackson's story is one of the better ones too. This offensive line has been coming off the ball just like that.
Early red zone trip for the Dolphins, who lead the league in touchdown percentage. A 2-back look around the end. It's Mostert. Gets a block, makes a cut, and is knocked down at the 3-yard line. Now, the Titans are pretty good defending in the red zone, so this is strength on strength right here.
And think of everything that's been thrown at them in this first drive. You see multiple formations, multiple shifts, multiple motions, and then all of a sudden their starting tailback is getting a reverse. So Mike Vrabel's unit, they're trying to do everything they can to just keep their eyes on the main thing, the ball, and force it inside as much as possible. This is strength on strength, like you said, Chris.
9th play of the drive. Tua fumbles a snap, now fumbles it again, and it's a turnover. Well, you got new center working in there. It's been a little bit of a problem. He initially picked up the fumbled snap and then fumbled it again, and McClendon is on the recovery.
Those kind of mistakes, quarterback center exchange. I mean, obviously, you know, Liam Eichenberg has had 4 starts at center so far this season.
Yeah, just a little short there. You'd love to see maybe Tua's hands underneath a little bit there. Eichenberg trying to get up. It looks like it's going to be a pass play, and he's just a fraction short to his hands, just a little bit off.
But what a great play by Jaleel Johnson. He knew that right there that he didn't have ball security, didn't have it grasped real securely, and he took a swat at it, and that's how you create turnovers. You knew turnovers were going to be one of the main reasons Tennessee could stay in this game.
Yeah, Vrabel said they needed some tonight. They've not been great in that department. Haven't been great in this department either. False starts have just been a humongous issue for this offensive line.
Austin, number 75, half the distance to the goal, still first down.
It's Raidens, but they're 2nd in the league, and we said this is a tough place for visitors. It's the reason why they haven't won on the road, stuff like that.
Young offense, young quarterback, talked about an all-rookie left side. Even their right side is 5th year and 3rd year offensive line. And Mike Vrabel talked about it. All he wants for Will Levis, control the huddle on a play-by-play basis to get these guys to think this play is going to work. Controlling the line of scrimmage, pointing out who the offensive line's going to.
Xavier Howard, by the way, back on the field at the left side of Miami's defense. As Henry runs it for a couple of yards, and you get another 3rd and long, backed up at the 5-yard line now.
You know, it's really important for Will Levis. Understand, Tim Kelly, offensive coordinator, making sure, let's get into that huddle, look these guys in the eye, communicate not only the play but the situation, what we're looking for. These are invaluable reps for a young player at that position.
Question 2nd and 11. This is an important play to avoid another 3rd and long. Westbrook Akine in motion from his end zone. Levis fires across the middle. DeAndre Hopkins looks back, not quite on the same page.
So getting here now in these long down and distance situations on 3rd down. This is where guys like Bradley Chubb, the right outside linebacker, 4 forced fumbles so far this year, 3rd in the NFL, 36 pressures, 4th in pass rush win rate among edge defenders. He's going to be going up against rookie Jalen Duncan, who has had his struggles at left tackle for Tennessee. It's a matchup that Miami must win.
Play clock at 3. Levis from the end zone, 4-man rush, ball throws right into traffic, and it's intercepted. Zach Sealer with a pick 6. Inexperience, noise, And a pressure defense, a huge mistake by Levis.
You see the little stunt that they run with Bradley Chubb. He comes inside on Jalen Duncan. That looks like that just kind of unsettles Will Levis just a little bit. And then Zach Sealer, he sees the back leaking out of the backfield. Right place, right time.
Sealer, one of the many guys in this Dolphins team, have been told, yeah, you're not good enough. You can't make it in this league.
You see Chubb right here against Jalen Duncan, takes the inside pass rush. Sealer gets stuck at the line of scrimmage, and again, right place, right time. Just make the catch, big man. Just make the catch.
If you're Will Levis, you might not want to throw your body against the 300-pounder.
Listen, you throw the pick, you better go try to make sure that that guy doesn't score. It looks to me like it's a screen pass, like one of those little middle screens, and Sealer does a great job of just feeling that that center's leaving.
He might have stopped his rush a little early. You're right, and just kind of like sifted out of there and said, hey, look, something's up.
Yeah, great feel.
So the 65-year-old defensive coordinator Vic Fangio on the left of the screen, and Levis, the kind of mistake that has plagued this offense on the road. And the Dolphins, as if their offense isn't a problem enough for opponents, have scored defensive touchdowns in 3 consecutive games now.
Yeah, I mean, Zach Sealer, I mean, they've all come up with some big plays. These guys have taken turns, and they need to come up with even more. Look, Zach Sealer's a guy who just signed a contract extension this offseason. 3 years, $30 million, about $20 million guaranteed. They have some other big-time playmakers on this defense that are going to be looking for their payday too, and deservedly so.
That's incredibly deflating for Tennessee. You get the gift, you force the fumble down the goal line, deny the Dolphins, and give it right back in the defensive score, and Levis is right back out there, Dan.
It's huge. Listen, this is a football team that organizationally believes in this young man. Not saying that he's unquestionably going to be the star of their future, but they think he's shown some stuff week after week that is really important that they can build around. Adversity on the road, potentially facing a #1 seed. I think it's important to settle him in with an easy completion in his early few plays.
Hand the ball off inside, and knocked down is Spears by David Long. They need the running game to work tonight, frankly, to have any kind of success in this environment against this defense.
Yeah, and they needed to work early. They needed to stay out of these second and long situations. All the coaches talk about staying ahead of the sticks.
Since lighting up the Falcons in that dream debut, we talked to him about that. It almost gave him the feeling that, hey, this NFL isn't that tough after all. He's learned otherwise in the start since. Four receivers, 3 off to the left. Play clock at 1, just gets it off. Levis across the middle, presses it in. Tight window there, and the catch is made by Chiga Konkwo, the tight end, who's a big part of this offense.
Yeah, this is what you love about him. Come right back, throw the pick six, look him, eyes down the middle of the field, set the back foot, and drive it to your tight end. That's great coverage by Miami, and there's that arm strength that certainly Tennessee fell in love with. The thing I'd say, though, Chris, right now is too much time at the line of scrimmage. You know, you're up there 7, 8, 9 seconds as an offense. I want them to play just a little bit faster, less thinking and more just go and play.
They have used tempo tactically this season, and Levis likes it. Henry. A little bit less of a workload. His carries are off a few per game. They're trying to work in Spears, get the electric rookie some touches.
Yeah, they are definitely trying to make sure that they can hit him with that 1-2 punch, because Spears brings a different dynamic to the running back position that will help the young quarterback.
Some of that tempo. Henry met in the backfield, able to elude the first man, but brought down by Raekwon Davis. It's not easy when you're facing 3rd and 9, 3rd and 8 all the time.
Stacked against you. And really, Miami defensively, DNA-wise, they want to play coverage. And they want their 4-man rush because the coverage being so tight to get home. I think Will Levis has got to be really good at listening to his feet. Don't force football. If nothing's there, be athletic and take off.
I think this has to be DeAndre Hopkins' time. Again, this league is about players, not necessarily plays. Where's number 10?
Can't find him because they can't protect him. Christian Wilkins is having a Pro Bowl kind of season. 50-year man out of Clemson, 7.5 sacks. We said it's a real committee, and it's been a nightmarish start for the Tennessee offense.
You see, they just run a little stunt inside. You're going to see Christian Wilkins. He's going to start right here. He's just going to loop around, just find the hole. You see him just come up. You see the penetration by Sealer. And here comes Christian Wilkins. Bradley Chubb with a nice push off the defensive right side.
They weren't really sure about what his status would be. Remember, they couldn't reach contract agreement before the season. He's decided to play. He's going to be a free agent after the season. And he's having a strong season.
That's exactly how you're supposed to respond.
He's going to get paid.
That's right.
Good catch made by Barrios. So Tennessee not able to get much going. 53-yard punt by the newly signed Zindner. Tua and the fish back to work.
Guy that goes in motion so often for this football team. Sometimes he starts outside the ball and comes inside towards it. Sometimes it's inside and going across. I mean, it is such a variation for this defense. Lou, you talk about it. Every play starts with your eyes on him, but that's the thing. You don't know where he's going to start and end.
Yeah. And if you're a match zone defense and you have to count 1, 2, 3 in order to get your matches, that motion, it screws up the count every single time quickly.
End around. Achan as a blocker. He's electric. In a field filled with fast guys. He was a track All-American at A&M. He belongs with this crew. It's a first down. Picked up 15.
It's pretty sick. We just talk about these motions. Watch what this motion does. Everybody in Tennessee's defense is paying attention to Tyreek, that they get so wide to the sideline, it basically leaves from the middle of the field to the numbers uncovered with people.
Think about all the weapons they have. That motion is a pre-snap weapon, isn't it?
It's unreal, man.
Defense is struggling to figure it out. Tua, quick throw. Waddle back in the game, makes his second catch and moves the chains again to the 43.
What you need to notice about this, about what makes this team so dangerous, you see how quickly the wide receivers become a running back right after the catch. Watch this. Boom. It's called catch and slash. That's how Tyreek described it to us. He said when he was in Kansas City, it was more about when he caught the football, he was just trying to like avoid contact, step out of bounds. He said here, he's gotten so much yardage because immediately he turns into a running back, and that's what makes this team all the more dangerous.
How's that challenge defensive backs when it comes to that stuff? Is it rally? What's the difference for it?
Well, yeah, you got to get hats to the ball quickly, especially with a guy this fast.
Well, there's Hill behind the line of scrimmage. Get him penned in, and they'll drag him down for a loss. Coming up to make the play was Sean Murphy Bunting, and Tyreek is on the field and looks to be in pain, clutching that left knee. Oh boy, this has been exactly what Dolphin fans did not want to see. You're in a great position. It's been an electric season, and they've already seen several key guys go down. He's tackled awkwardly on the sidelines.
You see that
immediately gripping the left knee.
Come on, buddy. That's what he's trying to get up. You see that left knee get caught underneath knee and ankle.
Is that a horse collar?
Yeah. Yeah, he's got his hand.
Doesn't it look like he's up there inside?
Absolutely. It looks like it's inside the collar in the back. And John Perry can help clarify this for us, but that definitely looks like that.
There's a huge roar and some relief as Tyreek was walking very slow. All of a sudden, charges over to the sideline. Boy, that's just, we talked about what's possible for him, how much he means, what he's brought, not just as a great player, but the intangibles to this team.
He doesn't look happy there. He does not look happy about that tackle. I'm not saying anything about Murphy Bunting other than it looks like a horse collar tackle, but he looks upset about it.
It looks like one because it is one. I mean, and you know what? I mean, guys don't like, they understand the risk that comes with being drugged down like that, right? You see how he fell onto his left leg.
Yeah, you're right, he still looks hot over there. 6-yard loss. Titans showing pressure. They bring it, but don't get to Tua, who slings it across the middle. And it's once again Jalen Waddle who gets almost all of that yardage back. It'll be third and about 1.5 yards.
But this is something that Mike Vrabel talked about, the fact that, look, we have to defend inside out from numbers to numbers. And you see already, they've hit him a couple times now with these quick bang eights, slants, whatever you want to call them, whatever your terminology is. And if you're going to give that up to this football team, they're going to keep taking it.
The snap's going to be huge here, right? The last time we saw Tua get under center, fumbled snap down in the red zone, 3rd and short. Are they going to get under center with Eichenberg, or are they going to live in the shotgun world?
Connor Williams questionable to come back in there. So again, it's Liam Eichenberg sliding to the center position. And barreling forward is Mostert for the first down. Tyreek Hill is standing over on the sideline, does not have his helmet, standing next to the athletic trainers, did not go in the tent.
It's a good job by Tua there at the line of scrimmage, controlling it. Saw motion, brought another guy over. You heard him say, hey, get set, making sure that 2 guys weren't moving at the same time to force a penalty.
The way they're running the football and the way they're slashing it up inside, you know, again, right, plus 50, you cross the 50, first down, shot play.
Tua 7 for 7 for 70 yards. They pitch it to Mostert. It's around the edge, and Raheem Mostert. It's a nice block from Alec Ingold, the big fullback. There's a flag down on the far side. They're signaling holding against Miami, so the game comes back.
Holding, offense, number 74. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul.
That is Eichenberg.
Replay, first down.
You're going to see Eichenberg right here. And just watch how quickly he gets to the second level, and he gets on the linebacker, number 50, Jack Gibbons. That's one of the things these offensive linemen do as well as any offensive line in the NFL. They sprint to the second level with good angles, man. And it can just absolutely overwhelm you how fast this team hits you downhill.
Yeah. Arms in the shoulder pads a little too long that time.
I didn't see much there other than the hand placement.
Final minute of the first quarter. On the edge, Chan slips a tackle. Both these backs are so good at evading tackles. Laura, what do you have?
Yeah, Chris, Liam Eichenberg and Tua Tagovailoa working a lot on the snaps these last 2 opportunities they've had on the sideline. And Eichenberg saying, my bad for the snap that, of course, became the fumble in the end zone. Tua saying, it's okay, I've got you, just trust me. You can see the calm that Tua is trying to instill in the center that's being asked to step into a big spot right here.
Commanding the offense, and he says, comfortable in my own skin, commanding in his way. Boy, that was a positive spin on the.
Yeah, defending it inside out. You got to pack the middle of the field against this team. If they start hitting those slants and those bang eights and those posts, it'll be a long, long night.
Chen knocked down. It'll be 3rd and long as they continue to try to run the ball. Now 3 offensive line replacements in the game for Miami at the moment. Tyreek Hill still out.
Yeah, you see where they're trying. Every run is trying to get the ball out to the perimeter, stretch you, and see if there's a cut. The last 3rd down that we had, passing situation, it's when he hit Tyreek on that corner route. So Tyreek not in the game right now. Is it Jalen Waddle?
Braxton Berrios, 0 stepping in.
Now look who's in the slot. It's 17 in the slot. It's Jalen Waddle. He's at that spot where they try and hide him, try and get him loose.
Tua looking that way, takes a couple steps and throws it across the middle, almost intercepted. Amani Hooker was tracking across and had a hand on it.
Yeah, you can see he's trying to get this to Waddle, and there's a little bit pressure off to his right side, and that forces him to move to his left. And it looks like he's trying to throw like a little shallow to Jalen, and Jalen, I think, is actually reacting to thinking scramble drill, and there's a little bit of miscommunication. That's lucky, not only pick, but pick 6.
Yeah, that's a great read by Amani Hooker. It looks like they had some kind of double on Jalen Waddle on that play. You can see how he was lurking in the back end. Again, that defending the middle of the field, that's perfect right there as far as execution on Tennessee's part.
Real missed opportunity for Hooker, though. You're right. Had he caught that, might have gone untouched. Short punt by Jake Bailey, and it's fielded and run back for a short gain by Guerrer. Let's take it with Scott Van Pelt.
Chris, in New York, after the Giants missed a field goal, the Packers go on a 7-play, 62-yard drive. Jaden Reed takes it in his 7th touchdown of the season. They lead at the end of the first quarter, 7-0.
So our score here is the Titans try to get something going here. Haven't been blessed with great field position. They start from the 14.
It's hard against this defense to get completion. So to Mike Vrabel's point, like, you're going to get 2 safeties. You got to try to create some type of run lanes for Derrick Henry.
Levis on the move. Short throw. And the catch is made by Westbrook-Ikhine as he goes to the ground. So a positive first down play. Haven't had a lot of success running the ball yet.
You know, if they can protect it long enough, which obviously that is an issue for Tennessee, right? If they can come out with some kind of max protect, 6-7 man protection, a double move on these corners is something I would be trying to get after, because they're sitting on everything. They don't really think that they have a lot of speed on the perimeter. That being Miami's defense thinking about Tennessee, and they don't. A double move at some point in time here has to come open.
So Tim Kelly, the play caller there. It's a 2-back look, and Henry has it, makes a cut, and falls forward for a first down at the 25.
And Chris, you talked about 2-back. It's really him and Spears, their rookie, that does a really good job. That's like that pony 21. There's 2 backs, but they're really both tailbacks, and they use Spears in a bunch of different ways.
They're using him as a Wildcat quarterback. Gets it to Derrick Henry. And on the move, trying to make a play, is Treylon Burks. They love their gadgets, the Titans. Sometimes it's been the only way they've been able to score.
Yeah, he said, hey, look, I mean, Vic Fangio knew it. He told us about it in our production meeting. He said this is a gadget type of team, and you have to have your eyes in the right place. Make sure you're reading the right keys.
Last road game, they got a flea flicker touchdown. Then they threw a touchdown pass to Jeff Simmons. Those were their only 2 touchdowns. They didn't get it with anything conventional.
You've got to get DeAndre Hopkins on track here. You've got to get him the football and get him moving.
No catches yet. He's in the right slot, looking that direction. And there is a throw. And Hopkins, to the world as D-Hop, makes the catch right at the marker in front of Kohu.
Yeah, really good job by both Will Levis and Hop, kind of seeing the picture the same way. Soft zone, turn around, throw it to him. Not only that, Lou, but you're going to have a chance to rip a hole shot right in between the corner and the safety. But see Hop push up. You see how he peeks out to the corner to see where Howard is?
And sits it down.
Yep.
904th career catch, guys. Only Julio Jones has more among active players.
Now you see D-Hop lined up in the slot here against Kohu.
Spears started left, cuts back to the right, and picks up a couple of yards. This guy's a rookie from Tulane. He was a touchdown machine with the Green Wave. Scored 19 rushing touchdowns. Just got into the end zone once so far this year, but they like what he's given them.
He reminds me a little bit of the guy playing on the other network, you know, Aaron Jones for Green Bay right now. Just kind of a versatile guy. Lou, he makes everybody miss at that first tackler.
He's the ultimate slasher. He is the one cut and get it north and south, and he will rip you now. It's a nice 1-2 punch.
Here's the 1 punch. Henry back in the game on 2nd and 7. Levis deep drop. Chase batted in the air and knocked down. Emmanuel Ogbah got there and got a hand up.
It's another screen. Last time screen, Sealer takes it for a pick 6, and this time they're trying to get like a play action pass screen. Miami's front 7 right now, Lou, in these screens is really sniffing it out and defending it perfectly.
Yeah, this is a highly intelligent football team. They have one of the great defensive coordinators really of all time in Vic Fangio. And they play smart football, man, at all 3 levels. You are not going to get things past them very easily.
3rd and long yet again. Titans 0 for 3 so far.
There's Wilkins. That's the guy that they want to side to. Will Levis pointing that way. Go double team him.
Protection holds up for a while. Levis backpedaling and delivers across the middle. Spears makes a catch and flashes the speed. First down out near midfield.
This is really well done by Will Levis now. See his pocket presence, calm, goes to leave, and now, I got to get out, backpedal, and just a lofted ball to Spears, and there's a make a guy miss in space.
Yeah, I mean, that's that patience.
Yeah.
That staying in that neutral space that quarterback coach Charles London constantly talks to Will Levis about. Just staying calm in the pocket, use your athletic ability, use that howitzer of an arm that you have right there, and just make stuff happen when you're under duress.
Deep drop on first down. Downfield shot is complete. Catch made by Chris Moore, who's still running and knocked out the far side at the 30. So Levis beginning to find some rhythm. It's 22 more yards.
Yes. Hard stretch play action, right, Lou?
Yeah,
like you're going to see that hard outside zone set up, and here comes that inbreaker.
And Chris Moore is the big play threat on the outside, averaging almost 23 yards per reception. And you just see him here, just push it up the field. Jalen sitting in outside leverage. They cut the defense between the second and third level with the play action. Nice, easy throwing window.
Yeah, that average per catch is the top in the NFL for guys who have 10+ catches. Titans have something going here for the first time. Spears cannot race around the edge, tracked down and dragged down by Van Ginkel. Or Duke Riley, I should say. Scott, to you.
Chris, the Giants respond with a 75-yard touchdown drive. Saquon Barkley from the 5-yard line. He finger rolls, and the Giants have evened it up at MetLife. Back to you in Miami.
Thank you, Scott. Titans trying to equalize this game as Tua Tagovailoa sits over there. This is the 10th play of this drive. And you see he's chewed up almost 5 minutes.
One-on-one, bottom of the screen. If that safety goes down, you're taking a shot to hop.
Jalen Ramsey on him. They try to pitch it inside. The Spears ball came loose. It'd be ruled, I believe, an incomplete pass. Sean Hand messed it up.
They were lucky, very, very lucky that Deshaun Hand didn't just take all of that work that they have put in to move this football down the field and render it useless.
We almost had a second big man interception already.
Would have been a disaster. This is okay. So great learning experience for Will Levis. 30-yard line on the road, 3rd and long. Offensive line struggling. Be ready for all-out pressure from Vic Fangio. You're in field goal range. Cannot take a sack. Okay, listen to your eyes and get the ball to your hands.
Play clock at 2. Levis swarmed, escapes, still alive. Levis bulldozes over Jalen Ramsey. He's going to be stopped 5 yards short of a first down, but did well to avoid another sack. Bradley Chubb got there in a hurry. Then he slammed his helmet down in frustration after the play, and there's a flag there. Could be costly. They had him stopped. It was going to be 4th down.
There's a whole lot of action going on in this play.
Unsportsmanlike conduct, defense, number 2, slamming his helmet to the ground. That penalty for forced tactic gets it to the goal from the dead ball spot. Automatic first down.